Dear students, in today's video, I will discuss a simple problem on generalized coordinates. So, the problem I have selected is simple pendulum. So, if I draw a simple pendulum, how it looks? So, these are the axes. This is the origin O, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Now, if I draw the simple pendulum, with a bob of mass m and the angle which is mixed with the y-axis is theta. And in this way, the gravitation G acts. Now, to describe the position of the bob, what we need? We need two coordinates x and y. We need two coordinates x and y. Now here we have some constant. What is the constant? The constant is the length of the pendulum. The length of the pendulum so the length of the pendulum is L. So this is my constant. So what we mean by the length of the pendulum? Now the length of the pendulum means x square plus y square root over of this. This is the length. Now this is constant. So we have two positional coordinates and we have one constant. So initially the degrees of freedom was 2 since the simple pendulum we are considering is in two-dimensional Cartesian coordinates and we need two coordinates x and y to specify the position of the bob. But since already we have a constant L, so what will be our degrees of freedom? So our degrees of freedom is nothing but the total number of degrees of freedom. What is it? Total number of degrees of freedom is 2 and we have to subtract the number of constants. So it will be 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Now as I have told you in a previous lecture that general positional coordinates can be transformed and redefined to a new set of coordinates which are called generalized coordinates, and the generalized coordinates are independent of each other. Here x and y are not independent of each other. Y is equal to root over L square minus x square. But if we specify a coordinate in such a way that is independently can define the position at any time. So, since we have 1 degrees of freedom, so the number of generalized coordinate will be also 1. And let's choose the generalized coordinate as theta, where theta is the angle between the pendulum and y-axis. So if we choose general coordinate at theta, now we can define x and y in terms of theta. So what will be x? X will be simply applying the laws of vector. X will be L of sine theta. and y will be L of cos theta. So this is, and y will be L of cos theta. So the position of this point can be now defined with a new set of generalized coordinate, which is theta. And theta, we can also define the old coordinates in terms of new coordinates. So x is equal to L sin theta, y is equal to L cos theta.